These are my notes that I actually gathered along the years. Now, they're just quick references and also math equations to help me out with certain problems. Last time I showed you a little bit of pipe bending. Well, here's a pipe bending chart. Here's the chart that shows you how much take up you need to take up whenever you make a 90-degree bend. And also over here is the multipliers when you actually have to do these bends. I have all types of notes. Here are a diode notes, a transformer notes, and here's a resistors chart. It helps me out whenever I need it. And over here I have a whole bunch of stuff to help me out whenever I'm doing plans. And for those who really want to learn how to bend pipe, look at here, the charts on the pipe bender. That's one, you can have one for free. In this video, I'm going to show you how to remove your toilet and install a new one. First, you're going to have to shut off the water. That's the knob that I am turning right now. Then you're going to have to unscrew the extension of the toilet. It's a little hard, so I'm going to use my channel locks. Now, first thing in mind you have to have is a lot of bleach and a lot of old dirty rags. It's going to get messy. Now the rags, you're going to need them and you're going to throw them away because it's not sanitary to reuse them again. Here I am using my channel lock to take off the nut from the flange of the toilet. Now put Clorox or bleach inside the water and swish it down the drain. That will make it a better sanitary place for you to work in. Also, pouring Clorox and bleach all over the toilet, also another good thing to do. Here I am taking off the nut off the bolt. This is very simple, just twist it off and then voila, it comes out. Now here I am installing a brand new wax ring. You're gonna have to scrape off all the old wax ring and all the old caulking and anything that's in the way. It's a lot better like this because if you don't scrape it off, it's gonna get in the way once you install the new toilet. Here I am installing the brand new closet bolts. These are the bolts that you unscrewed before, but you don't see the bottom of it. And what you gotta do, you gotta make sure you position them in a 3 and 9 position. That's the way the toilet's gonna fit in. Then after you have done that, you pick up the toilet and make sure that you have a second person with you. It makes it a lot better, but you can do it yourself, but it's a lot more hassle. Here I have more experience, so I can do it myself and it's gonna work pretty fine. Now when doing this, make sure that you give equal pressure. You don't see me using the level here, but I did. I used the level to make sure that everything's level and make sure that the wax ring is very secure under the toilet. As you see right now, the wax ring actually comes a little bit out the closet bolts, but that's fine because it just means it's leveled out and it's squished down all the way to the bottom. Beautiful. Here you'll see me cutting the closet bolts. Now you can use a oscillating multi-tool or a grinder, but I have neither or. So here I'm just going to use a small hacksaw and then hit it with my plumb pliers and it does the job. It took a little bit of time and it was one of the hardest things I've done, but it's what you have to do when you're a plumber. And snapping it off, it comes right off as soon as you hit it with the plumb pliers and then just twist it around and bam, there you go. It makes it better for the cap to fit a little better in there. Here you go. Here I am putting the caulking. Make sure you have either white caulking or clear caulking. And then surround it all around the toilet to make it waterproof. Here I am installing the flange that goes in between the toilet and the water tank. You don't see me wearing a mask or gloves in the video, but I did. But since I put a lot of bleach everywhere, it made it a better sanitary place for me to work in. Now, if the toilet that you're installing, you don't have it on hand and you have to go to the store and buy it, I suggest you put a towel inside the hole because if not, you're going to get sewer gases inside the restroom and you don't want that to happen. Here I am installing the bolts with a bushings that's plastic and a nut on the bottom to squeeze down that bushing so the water won't get outside the tank. Here, as you see it, here's the screw with the bushing, the plastic bushing, and here I'm going to use a flathead to screw it down, and I'm going to use my nut driver from the bottom to screw it up. It works. It gives it a good little zing, and here's the final product. Now, as you can see, I already removed the bolts of the back seat of my truck. I'm doing this so I can raise up the back seat and so I can get my seat to fold down whenever I need it to. Here I use my 18mm socket and ratchet with a breaker bar and a cheater pipe to give me more leverage. And these are my brand new mechanic gloves. They work pretty good. Now, to take off the seat off the hook, you have to raise it up. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove these hooks from the back seat of the truck. This way my back seat will fold down and whenever I need it to. I used a 5/16 socket to take it off on my truck, but I don't know on yours. Remember to take off both of them. Now I already put 6 washers in each bolt to give it a bigger, higher clearance. And as that goes, I just twist it and make sure that it's real tight as I go. I try to go 5 times on one, 5 times on the left, and then one again on the right. You gotta alternate so you can get it real nice and tight to where you need it to be. Then, as you can see, it folds down all the way. I can put clothes or some type of tools back here whenever I need to, and I have a little bit more extra space whenever I need to fold it down. And then you just fold it back up and bam, beautiful.